It should be reminded to all the people of this earth. God is not your clown, and not your God is not a director in an action movie that you watch for your enjoyment. It doesn't make sense at all. Many things that do not make sense, but one thing that doesn't make sense in this regard is that I can save myself by discovering presumably some kind of superpower that I had, and then use it to save myself and to rescue me and my daughters from this hell. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, I've discovered many powers that I had along the way. That surely some are related to the fact that I'm not Homo sapiens, and some are actually things that that related to divinations. That is surely something that, as I said many times, the same between all consciousness creatures. It doesn't matter if you are Kerb or Titan or Homo sapiens. Prophecy is a prophecy. At least to my view, there are many views. On this regard, I am kind of related more, as I said many times, to the views of the Muslim Al-Farabi, and also to Rambam, Maimonides, that, or in some aspect, followed him. But I am not a Superman, and it doesn't make sense that that to put God in a position that create a movie. He's a movie director. I'm the protagonist, and it's set in an antagonistic environment, and I should in the last minute I should save myself and my daughters, and all the viewers are happy in their seats. Yes, the good guy won. No, God is not the screenwriter or director for your enjoyment. It doesn't make sense at all. I cannot save myself, I cannot rescue myself, and it doesn't make sense that I could, if I could. It is very clear, and you don't need very complicated theological or historical arguments. Just just a simple belief in God, and a simple scrutiny of real events of the 20th century, which is not that simple in itself because they are secret events, but just as relatively even shallow scrutiny of the secret and non-secret events would assure everyone that the state of Israel was already doomed to destruction when I was born on 1984. I was born here because I must have learned things that you can only learn here. If you're not part of intelligence organization, and I'm not. But the question that my life objective, at least currently, maybe I will live longer, very long, I don't know, hopefully, who knows. But this mission, this this ministry, the last 4 years since I've understood that there is something special about me. I started this solo discovery journey. Relates with other nations, not to Israel, and it's not as I said in the days of my predecessor that the issue was strongly related to the superpowers, because now this is, as I said many times, this is Judgment Day. All of you are judged, and the main criteria of judgment is whether you used arms and legs or only mouths and tongues. If you see a miracle, it's a very bad sign. If you see me miraculously, saved in the last minute by some kind of a divine intervention, this is extremely bad sign. Extremely bad sign. Miracles are not something that you should aspire to actually, watch. You've seen enough already. You've seen, too much already. Previous generations, your own ancestors, many of them, if they would have seen one part of 1,000 of what you have already seen, many times it was enough for them to dedicate even their life to God, or to create a family tradition that lasted many generations, that fed of this kind of very small revelation. And all of you, you are used to watching a miracle after a miracle, and it just makes your heart harder and harder. So no, God is not your director of a movie. And if you see a miracle, it's a very of the type that of any type actually, but certainly of the type that I'm saved from the Nazi torture or another scheme of theirs. It's extremely bad sign. These are one of the this is one of the signs of the apocalypse. That God requires it needs to intervene like to babysit like the righteous person, because I mean otherwise every day he will be like executed by like the animals around him. This is a sign of, I mean, this is like the one of the signs of the apocalypse. You should not aspire to apocalypse. You should fix the situation yourselves using arms and legs. Arms and legs.